If you've ever felt like no matter how hard you work, you just can't seem to get ahead financially, then you might be falling into some bad money habits without even realizing it. So let's talk about 10 money habits that are keeping you poor, and more importantly, how to break free from them. Number 1, spending more than you earn. This is the number one reason why most people stay broke. If your expenses are constantly higher than your income, you're setting yourself up for a financial disaster. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. Even high earners can go broke if they don't manage their spending. The key, live below your means and invest the difference. Number 2, not having a budget. If you don't track where your money is going, you'll always wonder why it disappears so fast. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about control. When you know exactly how much you're making, spending and saving, you can make smarter financial decisions. You can try making a financial plan using apps like SpendD, Mint, or Snoop Money Management. But keep in mind, if you've already used those apps but still overspend, the main thing you need to fix is your ego when it comes to buying things based on wants, not needs. Number 3, relying too much on debt. Credit cards, personal loans, and payday loans can feel like lifesavers, but they come with a price, high interest rates that keep you in a cycle of debt. If you're constantly paying off debts instead of saving and investing, you're working for the banks, not for yourself. Make it a priority to pay off high interest debts as soon as possible. Number 4, not saving for emergencies. Not having an emergency fund can seriously mess up your finances when unexpected things happen, like losing your job, sudden medical bills, or your car breaking down. Without savings, you might have to rely on credit cards or loans, which can lead to debt and stress. It can also throw off your long-term financial goals, making it harder to save for things like a house, retirement, or even just a vacation. So, how do you fix this? Start small. Even saving just a little bit each month can build up over time. Automate your savings so a portion of your income goes directly into a separate emergency account. Cut back on unnecessary expenses. Maybe skip that daily overpriced coffee or cook at home more often. Also, look for ways to earn extra income, like freelancing or selling stuff you don't use anymore. Number 5, impulse spending. Impulse buying might feel good in the moment, but it can trap you in a cycle of financial struggle. Every time you make an unplanned purchase, whether it's the latest gadget, trendy clothes, or a random snack, you're chipping away at money that could have been saved or invested. Over time, these small unnecessary expenses add up, leaving you with little to no savings, forcing you to rely on debt, and making it harder to build long-term financial stability. Without a solid financial cushion, unexpected expenses hit harder, keeping you stuck in a paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle. Breaking free from this cycle means practicing mindful spending, setting budgets, and prioritizing needs over fleeting wants. Number 6, not investing your money. If you don't invest your money, you're basically letting inflation eat away at its value over time. What you can buy today with $100 might cost $120 or more in a few years. Instead of just saving, investing helps your money grow through things like stocks, bonds, or even real estate. For beginners, the best way to start is by keeping it simple. Go for index funds or ETFs, which spread your money across many companies to lower risk. Apps like Robinhood or eToro make it super easy to invest small amounts, and if you're unsure, just start with a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. It's like putting your money in the hands of the biggest and most stable companies out there. Number 7, hanging out with the wrong crowd. Hanging out with the wrong crowd can drain your wallet fast, especially if you're caught up in a lifestyle of partying, impulsive shopping, or unnecessary luxuries just to keep up with the group. It might feel fun at the moment, but in the long run, it messes up your finances, makes saving harder, and can even lead to debt. To avoid this, set clear financial goals, learn to say no without guilt, and surround yourself with people who respect your priorities. True friends won't pressure you to spend beyond your means. They'll value you for who you are, not how much you spend. Number 8, ignoring financial education. If you ignore financial education, you're basically setting yourself up for unnecessary stress. Without knowing how to budget, invest, or even save properly, you might miss out on opportunities to grow your wealth and secure your future. But don't worry, it's never late to start. If you're a beginner, some great books to check out are The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book is about how our mindset and emotions shape the way we handle money. Housel breaks down 19 short stories that show how people think, behave, and make financial decisions, often in irrational ways. He explains that financial success isn't just about intelligence or income, but about habits, patience, and understanding human psychology. One of the biggest takeaways is that getting rich and staying rich are two very different skills, and luck plays a much bigger role than we like to admit. The book is packed with simple yet powerful insights that will make you rethink the way you approach money, investing, and even life in general. Another book that you should read is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This Robert Kiyosaki's book is basically a game changer when it comes to how we think about money. The book tells the story of Kiyosaki growing up with two father figures. His real dad, Poor Dad, who followed the traditional path of getting a good education and a stable job but struggled financially, and his best friend's dad, Rich Dad, who was a savvy entrepreneur and investor. Through their contrasting views, Kiyosaki learns key lessons about money, like why financial education matters, how assets versus liabilities work, and why working for money isn't as powerful as making money work for you. It's an eye-opener that challenges the way most people think about wealth and teaches practical steps to build financial freedom. Number 9, thinking short-term instead of long-term. Thinking short-term with your finances can lead to impulse spending, piling up debt, and struggling with money in the future because you didn't plan ahead. It's easy to get caught up in instant gratification, buying stuff just because it feels good in the moment, but that can leave you broke when unexpected expenses pop up or when you actually need savings for something big. Try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. Also, before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or is it just a want? Training yourself to think ahead will make a huge difference in your financial stability. Number 10, making excuses instead of taking action. Finally, one of the biggest habits that keep people poor is blaming the system, their upbringing or bad luck, instead of taking responsibility. Yes, life can be unfair, but the only way to change your financial situation is to take control of it. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. If any of these habits sound familiar, don't worry, you are not alone, bro. Just like I said, it's never too late to change. Start by making small improvements today, and over time, they will add up to big financial wins. So, what's one bad money habit you're working on right now? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Well, see you in the next one. Life Pattern.